that. He told me that he set out to do that vocally, that he fashioned that voice. Oh, of course, it's his voice, but he fashioned that ethic for the voice consciously. Okay, when you hear Lennon's voice, I would say that you can hear a certain sensitivity, a certain kind of voices that people say, there's a tear in that voice. And I think it's arguable whether or not Dylan has a tear in his voice. He has something else, you know. He has a tremendous sensitivity, but he also, maybe he's got a fist in his voice, you know what I mean? So I think Roger was able to take that Dylan-esque, lyrical, almost like person who's watching and commenting, right? But also put that intimacy and that immediacy and that human quality of a John Lennon together. So and of course this is total over-intellectualizing 40 years later, but you have a voice that is the observer, but the voice is also that of the participant. It's also the person who's feeling the pain or the joy or whatever it is. It's a really interesting combination. Well, it has something to do with those of us who were affected by the music of the 50s. I mean, dare I say Elvis or Cliff Richard, or there is a certain, although there was a certain showbiz quality to all that, there was also something that we all reacted to at a very strong level, on a very sort of teen angst level. And that is an ingredient in the whole drums and bass thing, I think. So it's an interesting combination. You take folk music, which has a certain intellectual kind of stance, right? And then you take this sort of below-the-belt kind of energy, this kind of like primal energy, and you put them together. Without any of this thing that we had all been seeing of like, Showtime. Hi, I'm from Chicago. You from Chicago too? All right. Without any of that, you know. So it had a certain kind of authenticity that I think people could trust.